Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans, and we got another video coming up as Evan Holm has re-signed with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I'm very happy about this signing, for starters. And he signed a 2-year deal, so that'll keep him through the 2026 and 2027 CFL seasons. As he originally was scheduled to become a free agent on February 10th, that will not happen. He is going to be sticking around. And opening thoughts from myself, I am a fan of this. I like it. In my opinion, he's been kind of a good part of that secondary, one of the stronger pieces that Winnipeg's used in the past few years, with this past year being a particularly good season of his. Especially if you look back, so he's been with the Bombers 2022 through 2025, so he's been here 4 seasons. Played 9 games in his first year, 21 defensive tackles, 3 special teams tackles, 1 interception. Good start. 2023 doubles his amount of games played, goes to 18, gets more than triple in defensive tackles, up to 64, 4 special teams tackles, 2 sacks, and 2 interceptions. So very, very good year for him. 2024, still a full season played, 85 defensive tackles, 4 special teams tackles, no sacks or interceptions, but again, still did relatively well. 2025, again, full 18 games played, 55 defensive tackles, 6 special teams tackles, 4 interceptions, so gets a career high there, and 2 forced fumbles, which he had not gotten in prior seasons. So I like this signing for a number of reasons. Number one, I like the consistency of keeping him in Jordan Younger's system. He knows the system well. He knows the playbook. He does very, very well in it. And there's one thing I love about Evan Holm that I don't think sometimes people will talk about enough when a signing happens. You know what it is, Rick? He doesn't get fucking injured. He actually plays 18 games. Good God. Like, it's one of those things, and I'm not blaming guys who get injured. It's not up to you, but it's one of those things. Some guys are just more durable. Some guys are just less. So this is a great example of where we don't know the figures regarding how much this is costing the Bombers, but whatever they're paying him, they're going to be getting their money's worth in the sense that this guy's going to be on the field. You're not paying him to sit in a hospital bed. And again, I'm not blaming any players who do. It's not exactly up to you. You know what I mean? It's just some guys are more durable than others. He's very durable. And so it means that the Bombers, it's one of those, when players are at their best, Rick, when they're playing. If they're sitting on the sidelines, they're not as useful to the lineup. And so this is a great example of where Evan Holmes be very, very useful for them. He's done well at turning that ball over. Again, 4 interceptions just in this past year. And even then, I love that this is a guy that you see on special teams as well, which, again, makes the fact that he's not injury prone even more impressive in the sense of it's not just like he's on the field for all the defensive plays and he never gets hurt. He's on the field a lot more because he's also playing special teams. And so being able to do all that and stay healthy is just a really, really good thing. And so this is a guy that you'd like to keep around. He's 27 years old, 5'11", 188 pounds. So, he was born in Edna, Minnesota, I believe. Went to school at North Dakota. So also familiar with the climate that is, as it's relatively simple there. Similar there, I should say. He played 6 years at North Dakota in university, in which case if I'm looking here, he had 2 interceptions or 4 interceptions at his time in college. He got 1 in 2019. He got 1 in 2021, and he got 2 in 2020. 1 in 2019, 1 in 2020, and 2 in 2021. In relatively not a ton of games played. Got quite a bit of tackles in there, especially 45 defensive tackles in his last season. Keep in mind there, he only played 11 games in 2021. So it's one of those things where his college stats had done very relatively well, which led him towards the CFL. And in the CFL, he's found himself a good role in Winnipeg. And it's one of those things where it looks like he wants to stick around. I'm very pleased with that. As a Bomber fan, I was glad to see him stick around. What do you think about this?
So Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only going by with what I was reading earlier. So my understanding is that you'll have Nichols, Holm, and Allen somewhere across the back five. Where honestly, I don't know.
Nichols, Holm, and who?
Cam Allen.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah,
Some. I was reading earlier
that
that
would I
those
wouldn't be
three will
surprised by
be
that.
the starting three. Now, who they bring in as the second or the fourth and fifth members of the group, I have no idea.
Yeah,
But it's good to see that, and Carter's known that this is bound to happen. The team's going in the younger route.
yep. No, that needed to happen. And this is a guy that you brought in at relatively young. Again, he's 27 now, so if you kind of wind that back just 4 years, started at like right around like 23, 24 years old. So they brought him in young, and he's been developing through, and he's still very much he's got a lot of career left in him. I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not surprised that this deal happened, as I could be wrong by this. This is just based off me just on social media, because our account follows as many players as we can, and so I see like Instagram stories. Pretty sure that I remember seeing his Instagram story that he was actually traveling in like Rome or Italy or something over the holidays in the winter. So in the sense of, I'm not surprised that I'm seeing this deal now, in the sense of I wouldn't be surprised if he then got home, made this deal and whatnot with his agent, because he wasn't going to be negotiating a contract if he's out on vacation. So I'm not surprised to see this deal now. And I think all in all, as a Bomber fan, the secondary has not been perfect this year. But this is the guy you want to keep for sure in that secondary. This is not, when I think about times that our secondaries had trouble, Evan Holm is not a name that comes to mind. So I'm very glad to see him stick around. Is there anything else you got there, Rick? Right?
No, sir.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. We will see you guys next time.